downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On third down, Whitfield. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Right back to him on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They run the counter. Whitfield. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The Lions are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. They find some open field here. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Detroit. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
McCann's got it teed up. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Cook. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. That is caught by Thielen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Strong. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And a second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Play action now. Cousins looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On first down, Strong throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Back to throw. Strong. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught at the 10. A big play there for Detroit. 52 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tap right here on this play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Looking to throw. Strong. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions have moved out in front. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. McCann's got it teed up. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10. Strong. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, 37 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now 21-7. McCann's got it teed up. fielded just outside the goal line.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for them a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Strong. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Following the interception, Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Throwing is Cousins. Open man, once again it's Thielen. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down. Now Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing, Cousins.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. To the air again, it's Cousins. It's caught, Smith.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Cousins now. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Zerline good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Vikings 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They run the counter. Whitfield, room here to run. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He's got him in, complete. The 20. A big play there just before halftime. 71 yards. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was, or whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that goes to the goal line. If you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Strong. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. First down, here's Cousins.
Justin Jefferson bringing in the slam. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Cousins to throw it.
This ball complete to Thielen going across the middle.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Running the jet sweep, this is Thielen with it. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Cook will score. Touchdown, Vikings. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Back to throw. Strong. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On second down now, Whitfield. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They're going to try and throw. He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
That's good for the Lions.
Looking to throw. Strong. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's...
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
After the sack on first down, Cousins, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. McCann's got it teed up. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides. And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And that offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. To throw on second down. Strong. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. On first down, Whitfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught out in the right flat. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw there taken in by Smith. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Open right side, complete to Rager. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Here's Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sidney Jones.
And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this will be incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 20-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Strong. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Operating from the gun. Strong.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as they continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. But sometimes when you try not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Throwing on 1st down. Strong.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need,
and my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Lewis-Seen. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And That gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Cousins now to throw on first down. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Cousins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
From the 17, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So it looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Cousins. His hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Following the interception, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up on Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
Leads to second and goal.
Looking to throw on second down. Strong. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Yeah, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On third down, Whitfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. McCann's got it teed up. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. One last shot now for Cousins. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
But as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just